taste buds. They coming to the mic, talking about the food they hate, talking about the food they like. Two fools gonna fight, but only one food can be right. Taste buds, man, yeah, they coming to the mic, I'm talking taste buds.
Hey, taste buddies, welcome to TASTE Buds. Oh my God.
Wow, I heard the concern in your voice was very charming.
Hold on, steer the ship while I get a towel. Steer the ship.
All right, everybody. Welcome to Taste Buddies. Hey, Taste Buddies. Welcome to Taste Buds. He's your host, Joe DeRosa. I'm his counterpart, Sal Vulcano. He just dropped some water on my carpet, and I mean, that's fine, Joe. It's just water. Well, don't leave it on the floor. It is the towel for the restroom.
I figured you'd wash it after this. Let it soak up the water, and then you throw
But
this.
it's just spring water on a clean carpet.
And then you wash this and just put a new towel in your restroom.
You think I gotta get a whole new towel now after that?
You should let it soak for a minute. Let it sop up the water a bit.
All right.
And then you put a new towel in.
All right. Well, coming at you hot this episode.
Yeah, the
Lightning ep.
the chant backfire.
I would love to. Can you go Pimp, in the edit? Not to give you extra work if it's too much. But can you do just keep cutting back to him and going, "Oh my God," and then like zoom in, do it a little slower, and we can end with an "Oh my
Buds. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
All right, great.
I just love the amount of concern just coming out of you.
It scared the shit out of me. When something spills, I get really scared. I dropped my car key under the seat today. On my way here, I stopped to get something to eat. That's the worst. And I dropped.
And you got to get out of the car and like park and like get on your knees and get under the seat.
And I went when I dropped. I went. No. So,
what'd you do? Can you replay it?
No.
Get the key in hand. Yeah. I want to see it act out.
First of all, already sad because I'm going into Top Tomato to buy loose lunch meat to eat because I'm just like, I got to eat something before I get over there. No.
Was it right in view? You picked it right back up?
No, dude.
You ever go to pick it up, it drops out of your fingers again and goes under worse?
It went full crack, and then I went under the seat, and I couldn't see it because it went under the hole in the rug.
Oh.
And I almost lost it. I almost fully lost it, dude.
Wow.
Which I don't know what I would have done.
Right.
If it slid like 2 more inches, I wouldn't have been able to grab it.
It would have been inaccessible.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
In Excess, great band.
It's that Suicide Blonde.
Wait, is that what that name means? In Excess? In Excess. That's what that means?
That's what I always thought it meant.
Did I not know that till right now?
I understand what you're saying because I don't always think of it when I say it, but I have had this thought.
Wow, I can't remember if I've had
Did you think IN, X, and S was an acronym?
It was the 80s, you know? I thought it was just like a kind of a cool name. But
Pimp, you know In Excess or no?
Yeah, one of my ex-girlfriends love them.
Okay.
All right, so we got lightning rounds this episode. We got 3 rounds, 3 battles. 8-minute rounds. This is what I was about to say to you when we started. I don't hear any shit. When that clock hits 8 minutes, that's it.
Okay.
That's it. That's
but
the
we're
rule.
going to jump into it right now because then the whole pod's going to be 24 minutes.
No. I'm just telling you. Because last time we did this.
No, but I don't agree with those rules.
No, they're your rules that you made up.
No, because I think that, like, what if we don't get to talk enough about...
That's the point. That's the whole point. That's what it is. That's why it's a lightning round. All right.
But I think we're going to spend a little extra time on one like this.
No. 8 minutes. That's it.
All right, so he comes up to me. So you guys know the lightning round. We've had one before. It did very well in the numbers. You guys liked it a lot. It's battles that we really like that we don't think could sustain a full episode. So we crunch in 3 battles in one episode. All 3 count as individual wins and losses in those columns. So it is a weighted episode. You can come in with a big swing and change the course of the standing record because you could potentially go 3-0 and make up huge ground or vice versa.
Right.
Or take a nosedive. I think the last time I was 1-2 maybe on the Lightnings.
Yes. Yeah. I don't think the odds are in my favor today.
All right, well, let's start it off. We're doing boxers and briefs, which you brought up, and I said, I guess I don't know if we could. I said I love it. It's they were always mentioned together, so it is a good matchup. But will it sustain? So we put in a lining, and you said to me, I go, but what are you going to take? You go, briefs. And I go, boxer briefs? You said, no, briefs.
Yeah, briefs.
I said, what do you mean? And you said, I wear
Tighties. So wait, that's all right. So let's not get too into it. But boxer briefs.
He calls them tighties.
Boxer briefs also.
I wear, and you go,
They're defined as for people with penises. Wearing tight underwear can push the scrotum against the body, causing the testes to rise in temperature. That's why it's healthy to wear boxers.
Yeah, that's
boxers.
the age-old
Low
thing. But is
sperm
it
count.
is it true? Who knows?
Anyway, boxer briefs was suggested to us by a fan or two, and then when I went in to add it to the doc, we already had it in the doc.
Oh, yeah,
as
yeah.
one of the
Oh, yeah, it's
battles.
been in there a while.
So it's been in there, and then also some fans suggested, so that's good.
Yeah.
Then we have gum versus mint.
Yeah.
I'm gum.
I will be taking mint on that one. I appreciate gum, but mint is the way to go for me.
I kind of wish I would have taken mint, but
Are you serious?
a little bit.
Why?
I'm just
You're
thinking.
saying that now? If you're a fighter walking into the octagon or the ring and you're already psyching yourself out, I don't know if you have a chance.
It's 2 matches away. I got another match
All
with
right.
you first.
You chose. I let you choose.
I know. Yeah, no, I'm happy I took gum. All
right.
I forgot why.
'Cause I think gum's gonna win, but I'll take gum.
I feel like mint. I don't know. We look. A thing we come across in the show all the time is, and we always come back to it. It's like we feel like half the audience will vote for something because they're a younger demographic, and the other half will vote for something because they're an older demographic. So I feel like mint is a perfect example of the younger crowd voting gum and the older crowd voting mint. It's a tough one. It's a real tough one.
Do you ever use the word mint for slang? That was us, right? Regional.
Oh, like that's mint?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Yo, you must have. It was all the rage when we were younger.
Yeah.
Mint.
Cherry.
It was like right after dope.
Yeah.
Cherry.
That's cherry, man.
Never heard that in my life.
That was more 70s, I think.
Cherry?
Yeah, you never heard somebody say that?
Boss.
No, they'll go, man, that car is cherry. Yeah, you never heard that?
No.
Yeah, that was like 4 before dope.
Wow. Cherry, no.
Fat, all that, bag of chips. You know.
That's 90s though, babe.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
All that in the bag.
I'm just saying. there's been
And
a
then we're
lot
going
over
to
the
finish it off with NSYNC versus New Kids on the Block.
Yeah.
And it's so funny to compare that too, because you're like older and younger. Obviously, older people will know New Kids on the Block, but even NSYNC now they haven't performed in 15 years or something like that, right?
Right,
So,
right.
Like younger kids now probably still know NSYNC because of JT.
Yeah. Top boy bands, really. That's what
Yeah.
it is. You got the boy band that really started it all was New Edition. But I never considered New Edition a boy band. I always consider them just a group, the way you would like the Jackson 5 or
Yeah,
something, even
yeah.
though they were younger. I feel like boy band in the concept of it is like New Kids was, because it's like a part of it is it was assembled. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
like New Kids. Would Menudo have been a boy band?
Yeah, oh yeah.
So I guess Menudo then was first.
Yeah. Well,
And
they
then-
still exist. They're rotating. They just rotate members. Menudo, the entity, stays the same. Did you not know that?
I did know that.
Okay.
I did know that.
New
So,
Kids
okay,
on
so
the
then
Block.
guess
I think New
Edition
Kids on the
could count
Block
as a
were
boy band,
friends.
too.
I thought New Kids on the Block were friends, though.
Oh yeah, they are all from Boston. I don't know. I just never heard the term boy band until New Kids on the Block.
Yeah,
existed.
yeah. I think they're the quintessential boy band.
You know,
They started it all
and
off.
NSYNC certainly huge.
And let me tell you, I've seen New Kids on the Block in concert. I have not seen NSYNC in concert.
Well, I've seen Joey Fatone sing.
I have no clue. I did not even know they were white.
Yes, NKOTB. You ever hear that? Stylized. They
Never
were
heard-
the
know they were what?
NSYNC / Backstreet Boys / they were of I guess what, the late 80s, very early 90s.
Yeah.
I want to say they were dominating in like 88.
This 2022
89.
tour, they're still out there. These guys.
God love them. God love them. God bless them.
Who's the oldest?
Jonathan, and there was John and Jordan Knight. There was Joey McIntyre.
Uh-huh.
There was, of
Donnie.
course, Donnie Wahlberg, and then my other main man. What was his name?
Vincent.
No, it wasn't Vincent.
Carmine.
No,
Dominic. I'm joking. I know this is not.
No, I know. I'm just trying. Danny Wood.
Danny.
All right.
Yes. Donnie and Danny.
Where do you want to go with this lightning? Where do you want to start? Where do you want to end?
do each?
What?
Let's go in order.
Okay.
Start with boxers and briefs.
Okay. All right, babe.
But there was something else we were going to talk about at the top of the show today.
Oh, you were just.
We forgot to talk about last episode. Did you see this thing?
I saw it because you texted it, but I don't. My brain doesn't even compute.
I don't understand what's going on. There's an Oreo taco. I guess it's coming to Taco Bell, but I don't understand. It's like, wow. Okay, it's not coming to Taco Bell.
No.
Taco Bell dissed Oreo. They said
No.
Oreo leave tacos to us. Wow, nice move, Taco Bell. I like that.
Fine. Oh my god.
Fine.
Wait, what just happened? You sure that's not old? That's from 8 years ago.
Jesus, pimp.
That's from 8 years ago. Tim just brought up Oreo and Taco Bell talking
So
to
wait
each
a
other.
second. This
in
Oreo tacos were 8
2013.
years ago?
I guess so.
No. That was like now, wasn't it? Yeah, because I don't think there's gonna be a taco shell made of Oreos with meat in it. You could pull up the text you sent me. I was like, this
Oreo
can't be wrong.
taco, healthy junk food. What is that?
I mean, at that point, you might as well just serve diarrhea wrapped in the wax paper.
yeah, I mean, this makes sense. This ice cream version of it.
Oh, I love an Oreo taco, a Choco Taco Oreo ice
I never
cream.
had one. It looks delish.
That looks homemade. I don't think that's
It's homemade.
Oreo tacos are the hybrid dessert of our dreams.
All right.
That looks so good. But how
That
do you
does
get
look
that
really
Oreo
good.
taco shell? Look at that. How do you get that? You can't. They don't just sell
I
that.
think that might be a store-bought Oreo taco that somebody whipped, like souped up a bit.
Yeah, I think what I think is that bakery or something does it the whole thing.
Okay.
I don't think somebody piecemealed it.
All right. Well, folks, I'd love to sit here and talk all day about Oreos.
I know. I'm a little bit delirious.
We got work to do.
Yeah, we do. Let's get into it. There it is. Breaking news. New Oreo Locos Tacos. That's not real, Joe. Joe.
I didn't send it. Pimp
It
sent
was
it.
me. It was me.
okay.
I was high. Sorry. Guys.
I'm like, it's in a package. Like you would take out chopped meat, lettuce, tomato, and sour cream and pull it out of an Oreo sleeve.
Once in a while, Pimp will send you something like this.
That's so funny. Because I
And then
didn't think
you'll-
anything of it. I looked at it and I was like, no way.
And you'll write back and you go, Pip, what is going on here? And then Pip will usually respond with, sorry, guys, been driving for 18 hours. 3 crying faces.
Pimp's the only person I know that logs more hours than a trucker and is not a trucker.
All right, folks. Let's get ready, Pimp. Set that clock for 8 minutes. We got boxers versus briefs. Go.
Okay. I just want to start off with the fact that you told me downstairs that you wear tighties, and I can't stop thinking about it now. You choose to wear tighties. You choose to wear them.
Look at that.
Well, don't do it, dude. Don't do that.
Stop. Who cares? Like they don't know. Like they think I'm an Adonis under this shirt.
Wow. So they're not whiteys, which is funny because you called them tighties. You
Yeah.
didn't call them tighty whiteys.
I didn't call them tighty whities.
They're a dark blue jockey, but
I
they
wear-
are a full-on brief.
I wear in fact, they're jockey brand, and I wear full-on jockey briefs. Why? Support. I hate boxers. They ride up. They give you no support. And boxer briefs are even worse because that shit rides up your leg the whole time, and it drives me crazy. A nice brief. I don't wear bikini briefs, but a nice brief, a nice low-rise brief, by the way. High-rise brief is kind of strange. But a low-rise brief, it gives you support. It keeps everything out of the way. Your legs are free inside your pants. It's very nice. What?
I mean, my legs are not free with boxers.
I mean, I don't know how you can stand it. They drive me crazy.
I mean, as a child, I wore tighty whities, but as soon as I was no longer a child, I moved away. You are in a very, I guarantee you're in a very low percentage of people, of adults that wear tighty whities.
I am. I went through a boxer thing when I was in high school and all that stuff. But when they did the Seinfeld episode where Kramer has to stop wearing the briefs because of the sperm count thing,
Yeah.
and he's going crazy about how much he hates like I've never related more to a sitcom.
You know, I I just think that you're not buying the quality products in the field of boxer or boxer briefs.
I've been
I
told
wear
this.
Tommy John boxer briefs, and they are the most comfortable underwear I've ever had on in my life.
Yeah, but I don't
they
like
feel-
that the thing rides up your
You don't-
leg.
It doesn't ride up though.
When you sit and you move around,
That's what I'm
it
saying.
slides.
They can stretch, and some of them don't do well at that. But there are some of them that they fixed that. There's some of them, and if you get the longer boxer briefs that go tight, they definitely don't ride up. And then you just feel like you have a bunch of extra support even on your thighs.
Yeah, I don't like the
But
feeling.
mine
don't
right
like
now,
that
I have
feeling.
on boxer briefs, and they stop like right here. It's like a trunk almost, like a boxer brief, like a, you know what I mean? It's like midway through my thigh. They grip the leg,
Okay,
and they stay in place.
I have a pair of those also. That's a very. I wouldn't even consider that a boxer brief. I would consider that an extended brief. A boxer brief goes. You know how they are. They go down the thigh.
Yeah, but
I mean
those
those are like
that's also like a spandex. That's all the way down.
Yeah,
I
can't
split
stand.
the difference with me.
But-
But all I'm saying is
But we're talking boxers versus briefs.
But also I like. But even the boxer briefs, they have this like pouch, so that you're not
so then what?
crushed up or anything like
So
that.
let's just say I'll allow you to include boxer briefs in your boxers argument.
Oh yeah, no, well, no, I
there-
won't even do that. I'm just doing boxers. You're right. I don't mind boxers at all. I thought that when I switched to boxers, I wouldn't like the lack of support, but I never longed for it. I didn't miss the support once
Boxer
I didn't
shorts
have
to
it.
me have one purpose, and that's to do a sketch where a judge stands up and he has no pants on. And he's got polka dot boxer shorts on. Outside of that, I think they are worthless.
See, I
They're
actually ended up
worthless.
reversing. For me, a boxer short, and I don't really wear boxers anymore, but I did for 20 years. A boxer short feels very comfortable to me. And in the few instances where, like, I think one time, like, I was on a set and I got wet and I had to change, and so they gave me clothes and I put on briefs, but I don't normally wear them. And had been a while. And I was like, oh, it's such a peculiar feeling. Like, in one instance, I guess it feels like it's like everything's like kind of tight, like a little bit more like obviously the opposite of boxers that are completely off of your body. But it felt weird. I felt like some weird wrestler or superhero. And I also felt like odd to be a man standing in tighty whities because I had removed them from my life for so long. Something about
Tighty
them.
whities is not fair, though. I don't wear tighty whities. I wear briefs.
Yeah,
Every pair of my underwear is colored.
Yeah. All right, you're
Yeah.
right. So it's not white, but it's
No.
still the exact shape of a tighty whitey.
No, because tighty whities also too.
Tighty whities is the funniest name.
Tighty whities to me is like Hanes. Like it's just not. I don't know.
Whoa, nearly 6 out of 10 women and more than 4 out of 10 men said they preferred tighty whities over other popular types of underwear, including boxer briefs, boxer shorts, long johns, and jock straps.
I mean, long johns. What are we even talking about
Yeah.
here? Unless you're working outside in the wintertime. It's like long johns. I don't even see the point.
No, nobody wears those. Those were undergarments back in the day, though.
Where we at time-wise, pimp? On the lightning round. 5. Ooh, see? It's plenty of
You
time.
don't feel like a little bit of a silly goose when you're traipsing around your apartment alone in your
I
briefs?
feel like an asshole.
Oh, you do?
Absolutely.
Oh,
but
so
it's
that's-
just me
that's
by
a given.
myself. What do I care?
Okay.
Sometimes I will have a lady over, and I will get up and walk around in my tighties.
No, you
That
won't.
does feel a little bit weird.
No, you won't.
That does feel a little
Oh,
weird.
that is so weird, dude. That's like a child walking around on the, and especially if you still have your T-shirt on. If you have on a T-shirt and tighty
No, I
whities,
usually do.
oh my god, dude, that's literally the uniform of children 4 through 8 years old. You walking around with tighty whities on and a T-shirt with a girl that you would just like that you're seeing.
I dated this girl.
They don't mind.
They probably do. I don't know.
Do you think how many of those
I don't
girls do you
think
think
they're
went-
revved up from it.
literally made a call or a text or had a story afterwards? This was like, listen, I stayed at his house. He's walking around in a T-shirt and tighty whities.
You must say
like
that-
like,
I love
like
that
they
you
goddamn
almost-
geranimals. Like what are those called? What are those called? The what were they called when we were younger?
Geranimals.
Dungaroos, kangaroo, underoos,
Underoos, yeah, underoos.
Yeah, like with the tighty whities with like all the characters on it and stuff.
Dude, that's so funny, dude. I used to.
Oh, I'm getting you underoos for Christmas.
I used to do this. I dated this girl, Katie, And
No, you didn't.
And she would make fun of me that I wore briefs.
Sure.
And I would get out of bed. She would hate that. She would get so mad at me. I'd get out of bed and just my briefs, nothing else. And I'd be like, ooh.
Oh, no.
And I would dance around the room like a little showgirl. And I'd go, ooh. And she would go, stop it. She would scream at me.
It's so emasculating. I will say briefs on a woman because I just can be very, very good.
Huh?
Like when a woman puts on like a pair of briefs, like you see the Superman ones they had that were red with like the gold
versus
lines.
What else would a woman wear besides briefs?
Well,
they're not wearing boxers.
Their own type of underwear.
That's briefs.
No, but like a male brief I've seen on a woman. You know what I mean? Like in a way, like a traditional male brief on a woman.
Well,
it works.
Boy shorts. Women have
works.
boy shorts too, which is like their version of boxer briefs, kind of. It's like the little.
So you feel more uncomfortable and more awkward in boxer shorts than in your tighties?
Brother, I have bright red tighties. I'll wear them any day over the week of the over boxers.
I had a traumatic experience.
You can't arrest me. You couldn't.
Bright red tighties. Can I just tell you? This will not tell the argument, but it's a fun story.
I need to
One
hear
of the
it.
last
All right,
times
it's a fun story, but it's not your argument.
not my argument. It's just
All
a
right.
story about me and briefs.
Okay.
One of the last times I remember even wearing briefs, I was in grammar school, and I'll never forget. I was at the park and we were playing basketball, and so what happened was back then all my briefs were white. That's just like the standard issue Hanes. Fruit of the Loom stuff, and my mom jacked up a pair of my whites because she put it in with non-whites, and it washed with a purple or a red shirt, and the net on the whitey was that it came out like this light violet, like pastel purplish pink, and I was like, I can never wear these, but I only had a limited amount of briefs, and I wasn't allowed to throw them away, and so I put them off every time I could. And I would wear them dead last when I had nothing left. And I always felt really weird to wear them because I'm a kid and I just felt like hot, like light pink, purple underwear. I wasn't confident enough to feel like I could wear those. I don't know. It just felt weird.
Well, yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
As a kid, yeah, that's a whole new ball.
yeah,
game.
like pink underwear, right? Whatever
That's
it
a
was.
whole new ball game.
So I remember one day I had to put them on. And I even remember what I was wearing. I was wearing a full matching Duke University shorts and T-shirt that I got. I don't know. I was like, I loved it. We're at the park and someone brings out a step stool, and so we're all dunking on this 10-foot hoop. But I'm like 10, like whatever, 12, whatever I am. And I go to dunk, and I'm holding on to the rim, hanging off there, and a friend of mine pantsed me. I'm hanging on the rim.
And you had the
10 feet in the
pinkies
air.
on?
I had the light purple pink ones on, yeah. And they pantsed me, and everybody, it looked like a Def Comedy Jam audience. Everybody was like, "Oh my god!" And I'm hanging, and I guess I also was like nervous to just let go and drop the 10 feet, but like I had to.
That's
And
a
I just
great.
dropped
That's
the
a
10
great
feet,
scene for a movie.
and I
or
put my
something.
pants back on, and I think I've never worn a tighty again.
That's a great scene for a movie or something.
Yeah,
That's like a great Wonder Years scene.
that's what it was like.
Yeah, wow,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Have you been pants, DeRosa?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh
Pantsing
yeah.
used to be a thing. I don't see
That's
people.
assault, right?
Yeah, I don't see people doing that anymore.
Nowadays,
But
wasn't back in the day.
I mean, my dad's so old school. He's like, we used to do that with tube tops. I'm like, Jesus. dude.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
crazy. Just like up and they
Yeah,
just,
that's wild.
Yeah, and then they just and you just pull it back.
That's wild.
It is, if you think about what pantsing was, which was, by the way, I don't know if it was just an age bracket thing. I don't know if it was a regional thing, but when pantsing was in, you could get pantsed at any moment of any day for like years.
I used to do
years.
a thing.
I used to tie that shit and it was your fault. If you got pantsed and they didn't stay up, that was your fault.
We used to do a thing. We used to do a thing in college, in the dorm, where you could never do this now. Where my buddy and I would set it up. He'd have like a bunch of the guys from the dorm hallway in his room, and he knew I was going to do this, so like I'd set it up with him. I would go to the guys in the room didn't know we were going to do this. I would go to the door and knock, and I'd have my pants down, and full out, dick out, and everything, and then my buddy would answer the. He would go, "Who is it?" And then he would open the door and he'd go, "Look, everybody, it's Joe and his prick." And I would come dancing in, waving my dick around. And everybody would just laugh and thought it was funny. One guy got disgusted and would leave every time we did it. And then by the end of the semester, he thought it was funny and he would hang out for it.
No.
Yeah. But I mean, can you imagine? If I did that now, I'd be in jail. Yeah. Even to guys. It was just guys. There were no girls in the room.
To be clear, too, I don't think I probably have pantsed someone back, but I've never pantsed a woman.
No.
Or a girl at that age.
When I was in college, we knew
it was all guys.
You knew well enough.
I never saw a girl get pants.
You knew well enough that it was wrong to pants a woman.
Yeah.
But that being said, I don't think it was defined yet as assault. Still, you just knew you shouldn't do that. Right?
Yeah. You know? I mean, everyone was watching American Pie back then and thought anything was on the table.
Right. And I tell you, it's never a good time to get pantsed. There's never a good time. Every time is the worst possible time. All of a sudden you're there, and then you have no more pants. Yeah. You know? I really got into denim at that time. Heavy into the dungaree.
All right, let's go to the next debate.
Okay.
What do we got?
Gum versus mint?
Speaking of pants, something you keep in your pants, your gums or your mints? Which is the better breath freshener? Well, no, that's not true.
Hey, Taste Buddies, want to talk to you about Lightstream. Lightstream, are your credit card bills keeping you up at night? Interest rates in double digits? I'm constantly worrying about money.
I've been there many times.
Rates, money. I always feel like, do I have enough to retire on, to live, to support my family? Do I have this? Do I have that? I'm always worrying.
I've been down the credit card road many times, and I've been down the debt road many times, and I have a feeling it's not my last rodeo. So
Joey Rose is opening Halloween weekend.
we have we're happy to bring this service to your attention.
Yeah, be smart and pay off your credit card balances with a credit card consolidation loan from Lightstream. Rates start at 4.98%. That's pretty damn low. With auto pay and excellent credit, plus the rate's fixed, it'll never go up over the life of the loan. You can get loans from $5,000 to $100,000. Just for our listeners, apply now to get a special interest rate discount and save even more. The only way to get this discount is to go to lightstream.com/tastebuds. That's LIGHTSTREAM, lightstream.com/tastebuds. Joe, you want to hit that ending?
Subject to credit approval. Rates range from 4.98% APR to 19.99% APR and include a 0.50% auto pay discount. Lowest rates require excellent credit. Terms and conditions apply, and offers are subject to change without notice. Visit lightstream.com/tastebuds for more information.
We got to tell them about Durham.
October 29th, Durham Performing Arts Center.
Durham is in North Carolina. North Carolina is in the United States.
Yes. We will be there co-headlining, just like we did in Baltimore. Ask the people at the Lyric Theater how much they love that show. We co-headline, we do some stand-up, and then we come in at the end, we take some questions from the crowd. You got to be there. Durham Performing Arts Center, October 29th.
Fitbod.
Fitbod. Let's talk about exercise. And I got to tell you something. My favorite thing about exercise is versatility. My least favorite thing about exercise is repetition, because you keep doing the same thing over and over. It kills your progress. It kills your motivation. And next thing you know, you're not doing it anymore. So perfection, this practice makes perfect. That's an illusion. All right. There's always a higher level to strive for that looks different for everyone, especially when it comes to fitness. And this over here is perfect.
There's no perfect body that anyone can achieve. We all know that, but we can continually become better versions of ourselves. Okay. I like the app because the workouts get tailored to my needs.
Right.
You don't necessarily, or the equipment I have, I should say, you can look on the app and match the equipment to what they have. So they'll give you workouts for what you have access to.
And what I say too often when we talk about Fitbod is that, I was somebody that would go on YouTube and sort of try to make these playlists of different workouts and things and whatever. The problem I would have is after a while you'd run out of the videos and you'd be watching the same things over and over. I like that Fitbod is constantly evolving, growing.
They're keeping the videos fresh. The routines don't get boring or old. And every muscle group, that's important too, because a lot of times I'm not a gym rat myself, and I don't really know when I'm hitting. I need some education in the gym. You ever see those videos of people in the gym and they're just using a machine completely the wrong way? They're just like hanging onto a rope and going back up and down. That's me.
You get like pulled up.
Yeah,
into the air.
exactly.
Yeah.
Pick up the pace on your fitness journey with this Fitbod today. It's an app, if we didn't mention that, and your future self will thank you. Get 25% off your membership at fitbod.me/tastebuds. That's 25% off at fitbod.me/tastebuds. This is the time to do it too, babe. We're heading into winter. You don't want to wait till it gets warm again, and then you got to
agree.
go out.
I agree.
You put in the work in the
agree.
winter. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, I agree.
Fitbod.me/tastebuds.
And by the way, for anybody thinking, why would I listen to these two about Fit? We're exactly the kind of guys you need to listen to about Fitbod, because we're exactly the kind of guys that need this sort of thing. This is for somebody who's not a gym rat, not a fitness nut, that wants to stay in shape. Fitbod.
Or if you are and you don't want to go to the gym, you just want to be a home rat.
That too.
All right.
Wait, let's just go. All right, which is the better breather upper? Go.
I mean, it's not even necessarily a breath. I mean, mint is usually exclusively a breather upper. Gum, not always. Because you got, fruit flavors and gum
Which to me
flavors.
is why gum wipes the floor with mints. That's why I said earlier, I forgot why I picked gum. It's because gum, I mean, dude, there are stores dedicated to gum. There are, or that's not true. There are...
He's getting better. He's rehabbing.
There are sections of candy stores dedicated to gum.
And mints.
Well, if you go into
If there's a gum, there's a mint.
But if you go into that's not true. If you go into a tried and true candy store, like a place like there's one in my neighborhood, I forget what it's called.
We're reaching far now.
But no, we're not. No, we're not. There are candy stores out there. If you go to a tried and true candy store, or like Rocket Fizz is one of those places. It's a small chain that sells soda and candy, but it's all novelty stuff. They have like a gum section, and it's like a tribute to all your favorite gums. They've got Bazooka, they've got Double Bubble, they've got Bubblicious.
And I like that you mentioned this.
And they won't put like the dentines and those in there.
Okay.
It's all the fun gums.
I understand that, and I will say I'm glad you mentioned that, because I loved gum like any other person on the planet. But then I got a little older. Then I turned 17. And then gum wasn't really in my purview anymore. And I'll tell you right now, gum right now, it's out in no man's land for me, because I'm not buying a Big League Chew now. I'm not buying a Hubba Bubba or a Bubblicious now. I don't want that kind of like purple chewing gum like that. I don't.
Did you ever take a pack of that stuff on an airplane? It'll change the whole flight. It's delightful. It's delightful, dude.
It's too much. It's too sugary. It's too synthetic. It's too cheap. And another thing I don't like about gum is I hate when gum... even right now, it's making me, it's like nails on a chalkboard, but I hate when gum loses all of its like flavor, and then it's like almost like a squeaky, when it gets like, it loses all the sugar, and it's almost like you're chewing like, and is that like...
That's when you're supposed to spit it out.
I'm just thinking about it. Just thinking about
You
it.
get off an airplane.
Something about your teeth chomping onto a gum, and it's like squeaky and like...
You get off an airplane after an airplane sleep when you've got that sleepy mouth.
Mint.
No, dude. I popped 2 dentines, 2 in each side.
You need 2.
Terrible.
You need 2 because they're too small.
And I walk and I chew it on both sides, and I feel like it's like a car wash for your mouth.
All right, that's what the mint is designed to do. Okay, and
I don't feel it does a great
though,
job.
You ever have to check out now where the impulse buys are? The mints they have now are just next level mints. I love a good mint.
Show me a modern mint. I haven't seen an
You're
upgrade.
kidding. Oh,
I haven't seen an upgrade
all right.
since Certs and Tic Tacs.
I'm not going to educate you, right? Certs and
Why
Tic
not?
Tacs are the old school. I don't even know if they still sell Certs. I don't know if they still
What are we
sell
looking
Certs.
at here? You're talking about the, I see creative landscaping
No, dude,
mints?
let's not even get to it. There's so many goddamn mints that's not worth talking about. There are so many mints. I'm not going to educate you on mints. But honestly, I used to love Certs. And Tic Tac. Shout out Certs.
I'm
Shout out
seeing
Tic Tacs.
Lifesavers. I'm seeing Tic Tacs. I'm seeing Altoids. These
Yeah.
are your standards. What innovations are we making here?
I'm telling you, dude, I got so many downstairs. Every single gum except like Hubba Bubba, every gum has a mint. They all have it. Every brand has their own. Dentine has mints. There's so many mints, dude. Here's what I don't like. I don't like when it loses its flavor. I don't like when it gets stiff and hard as a rock.
Some mints have their gums. Tic Tacs had gum for a little while.
God bless.
Yeah. All right.
I'm just saying, gum, I think it's for a younger person. Even now, you talk about like the juicy fruit, the spearmint, the that kind of thing.
I'm glad you brought up
The big red. I
glad-
don't like that gum either. That quarter gum, that 35-cent gum that has 5 sticks in it, you put it in your mouth, it's good for I swear it's good for 2.5 minutes.
dare talk
it's
down
good
on
for
Juicy
2.5
Fruit.
minutes.
Don't
Juicy
you
Fruit's
dare.
the worst offender.
Don't you
Juicy
dare.
Fruit's the worst
Oh,
offender.
my God.
Yeah. Wrigley's Spearmint, and then the white
Stop
one, the
it.
green one, and then you got your big red.
No, Juicy Fruit.
Juicy Fruit is a
There
scam,
is
bro.
nothing like putting a stick of Juicy Fruit in your mouth. The stick hits your tongue. The gum folds.
Like the
in
commercial.
half.
Yeah.
But it does. But it does.
What flavor is Juicy Fruit?
It does. It's Juicy Fruit.
Juicy Fruit loses its flavor immediately.
I'll tell you this.
Immediately.
I'll tell you
bite, you get like maybe like a couple of mouthfuls of juice, and then all of a sudden that thing is dry, squeaky, hardening, and you got to spit it out and put it in the foil.
I'll tell you this about
35 cents is too much for that gum.
I'll tell you this about you're nuts. I'll tell you this about mints. I'll tell you this about they're overpriced. Number one,
Maybe.
they are way overpriced. Number two, choking hazard. Every time. What do you put the mic down for?
Choking hazard.
Choking hazard.
For who?
It's a hard thing in your mouth the whole time
For
that you have to
who?
suck till it's
Choking
dissolved.
hazard
It's a
for
choking
who?
hazard.
You know what I like to do with my mint? I like to take a mint and put it right here like I'm packing a skull or like a thing.
It's a
I put it
choking
right
hazard.
here and it stays because I'm not biting it and swirling it around. It stays right here for a good hour.
It's a choking hazard.
It's like time releasing your mint.
It's a choking hazard.
So you have
It's
fresh breath for a full hour.
It's a teeth break. It's a
I
teeth.
do it every day, pimp.
It's a teeth. It's a teeth
Swear to
break.
God.
People break their teeth on mint sometimes.
Joe,
Biting it
you
too
are
soon.
flailing right now.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
I
No,
just-
I'm not. And also, it is arrogant.
Oh, stop attaching
What
things
is-
like arrogance
Who's
to
the,
mint.
Hold on. Who's the most arrogant person on planet Earth? Jerry Lewis. What is the impression of Jerry Lewis? Always with the lozenge or the mint. Every time somebody,
You're a lunatic.
You do it. You do an arrogant
You're a
person.
lunatic.
You go. Sucking
also,
on that
with
lozenge.
the gum, you're walking around chewing like a cow. It's just like chewing on gum like a cow. I mean, we're reaching here. All I'm saying is gum was popular with me when I was a child. As I get older, I want a mint. I'm an adult. I suck on a mint. I use my mint for fresh breath, for a little treat, a little wake me up. I just think mints are delicious. Gum, for me, I just think it's weak. I think it's weak ass. I think it loses its flavor. I think it's for children. I don't think they make that good of gum. I don't like all the sweet grape, orange sherbet, watermelon. I'm not down with that shit anymore. Bazooka, classic gum. But let's give me a break. I mean, it's hard as a rock and it loses its flavor immediately.
On the downside, mints usually dissolve quickly, so you're likely to consume them at a faster rate than
I would
gum,
agree to that.
which
I
is
would
a
agree to
higher
that.
sugar intake. Chewing gum helps remove food particles and bacteria from your teeth,
I
as
understand
well
that.
as stimulate saliva production.
Well,
which can help also with bad breath and dry mouth.
Well, that's a mint does that end thing too. Getting
No.
food, but that's just gross, is it not? Oh man, I got some extra spinach and chicken in there. Let me
saying-
pop a piece of
it's
gum into my
saying-
mouth.
it's saying
and
gum-
I will catch the spinach
It's
and
sa-
the chicken in my
It said
watermelon gum.
particles. It said particles. It
And then
didn't say
I will,
leaves.
and then by the way, once it gets in there, that's like silly putty.
It
now
said
you're
particles. It
chewing,
didn't- it
you're
said-
chewing chicken and spinach inside your ball
But
of gum.
It said particles, not
The
leaves.
particle
and
is
chunks.
part of the thing.
Particles, meaning
I don't want food
minuscule.
particles in my gum.
Oh, please. What do you think? So you'd rather just them stay in your teeth as you eat your mint? That's gross.
No, I'll brush.
I'll brush too. But it's saying if you want to get the job done on the run, the gum's going to get it done.
I don't like gum.
I'm getting juicy fruit
I
on
don't
the
like
way
it.
home
You
today.
put gum in the car or something, and then you don't want to have it for a while. It gets stale. You put gum in your pocket. Oh, you know what I hate with gum too? Gum in your pocket. It starts to melt. You open it up. All the gum in the wrappers are like flattened. You see pieces of gum jutting out the sides of the foil. It gets all sticky. You open it, and then the gum is
That's time.
stuck to the foil.
That's time. I remember what I was going to talk about. It wasn't the taco. I just remembered what it was. Sal invited me and Jay Okerson to go to. Can I talk about this?
Sure.
Yeah. It wants us to go march in the Halloween parade
We're going.
on Halloween night. Who's we?
Me and Chris.
It's all happening, babe. It's all
Do
happening.
you not like the parade? It's fun.
I'm not.
I just told them
Listen.
about it. They were overjoyed.
I made fun.
Overjoyed.
Wait, you're going with him? You mean
Well, I mean, I was going to photograph the parade. I'll hang out for a bit. Yeah.
the? Can Chris do anything without videotaping it anymore? Is it possible? Jesus Christ!
We'll find out.
The so wait, you're going to shoot a bit with Chris, or you're going?
I like to photograph that parade.
Oh, you're going just to photograph the parade. Period.
Yeah.
Look, I got nowhere to go,
You're gonna-
so I'll be there unless it's the weekend my bar
You're
opens.
gonna sound like an
Which
old
also,
curmudgeon.
also, too, it'd be nice if the weekend my bar opened, maybe my friends, instead of going to a 20 thing that happens every year, maybe they come to their best friend's grand opening. of this
I don't
bar.
think I would open on a holiday weekend.
Huh? What?
You're gonna open on a holiday weekend?
We keep talking
29th,
about it.
I'm in Durham performing. 31st is the actual parade.
Yeah.
So the only day we would have free there is the 30th.
Right, but I'm saying if we were to open on the Halloween weekend, you're telling me on Halloween night, instead of coming to my Joey Rose's Halloween event, you would go to the Halloween parade.
1,000,000%.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
I don't want to miss Joey Rose's opening for the life of me. But I will be there the other 364 days if I like. Halloween comes once a year. The parade was canceled last year. It's one of the things I look forward to the most.
Okay.
And I haven't done it in
Well,
I haven't done it in probably 8-9 years.
this is the greater. So you must not love it that much.
well, when was the last time Yeah, no, I haven't done it in
You
about
haven't
that
done
long.
it in 9 years, yet you need to do
Well, I
it
used to
the
do-
night of your best friend's bar
I
opening.
used to do it with the patrons of the
That
bar.
didn't mean so much to you. What kept you away from it last year? A sale at Walmart?
no, actually, a
The,
global pandemic.
The
Little different.
Jesus, I love this. I can't come to the grand opening of your bar because I have to go.
How about don't grand open your bar on a national holiday?
What an amazing! Are you? If I can, I'm trying to. That can you imagine a more amazing time?
By the way, you don't read anything I write. You don't listen to me, and you don't think.
What?
Because I told you that the parade started at 7, and you could do the whole thing in about 2 hours, and you'd be done by 9.
Oh, so do you come
and then you
after?
can go to any bar you want. I said that.
Then you
all.
come after?
Of course I would.
All right, great.
I think I'm going to come now with that freaking attitude.
No, that's what I need to hear. Wait, this isn't the point that we're sidetracking.
Yeah.
We're not even definitely opening on Halloween. We're trying to. We're trying to.
Guy.
It's just a matter of principle.
Okay.
But here's the thing. This is the part I want to tell you.
Yeah.
I said on Bonfire yesterday, as Jay and I made fun of you and Ari Shafir for wanting to go march in this parade.
Yeah.
Endlessly for an hour.
I'll read my texts. I'll read them. I think they'll
No,
side
no.
with me.
This is the part relevant to this show. I said to Jay, Sal said I was reading one of Sal's texts, and I said, Sal says in his text, you go, you get bombed, da-da-da. And I said, you know, Jay, it's interesting that Sal wrote that you get bombed, because Sal claimed 2 weeks ago on an episode of Taste Buds that he doesn't like to drink anymore and consumes less than 7 alcoholic beverages a week.
True.
And Jay's face, I can only describe it as when a nun goes to her superior and says, I'm leaving the faith. The absolute disgusted disbelief. He was speechless.
No,
He was speechless.
I swear to God.
He was speechless.
No,
Because what are you talking about?
It's not true. If you're talking about when we're on vacation, yes. And the one time I got drunk, listen.
And he said the words. He goes, I gotta go hear this. I gotta go hear this.
Really?
Yeah.
No, by the way, I told you what I used to do with the patrons from my bar. And when I'm saying you get bombed, I mean the royal you. Like everyone in the street is drinking, nobody cares. It's a very feel good, very
That I get.
yeah.
The focus here
But
is Jay's reaction to your claim that you don't drink.
I didn't say I don't
You
drink.
said that you drink less than 7 drinks a week.
I do.
And this was discussed on air.
It was
on the
discussed
bonfire.
on air. I wish I had the clip. I wish I had video of his face. His face. He was
I
like,
drank-
What are you talking about?
I'm trying to think about this.
All right.
In the last 2 weeks, I think I drank one night.
All right. Let's not.
I had a martini with dinner.
Look, fall of all the seasons,
Yeah.
it can be a hectic.
Oh, the kids go back to school. The holidays are coming.
The holidays are coming
You know?
strong, and they ain't stopping.
You're gonna be in the supermarket, spending all your
You've
money
got
and time.
pumpkins to carve. You've got turkeys to stuff. You've got candy to hand out. You've got Christmas ornaments to hang. You don't have time to cook.
With HelloFresh, you get fresh, pre-measured ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered to your door. Skip trips to the grocery store. Count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it is We say it all the time, America's #1 meal kit. You think you got variety in the supermarket? They have over 50 menu and market items to choose from. Ingredients travel from farm to your door within a week.
Low prep, one pan, 10 to 15 minute meals. Now, I know that counts as cooking, but 10 to 15 minutes you have. What you don't have is go to the store. What cut should I get, Mr. Butcher? You don't have time for that. You got to get home. You got
This
stuff
isn't
to do.
1920s. You're not smoking unfiltered Camels.
And even if you are, this allows you some more time to smoke some extra unfiltered Camels.
I'm not one that will like cook a lot when I'm home alone, but like when my nieces came and visited me last week, they slept over. We picked a meal. We cooked together. It was one of the funnest things we did the whole stay they had.
That's great. That's great. So go to HelloFresh.com/tastebuds14 and use the codes tastebuds14 for up to 14 free meals, including free shipping. That's HelloFresh.com/tastebuds14. Use the code tastebuds14. Get up to 14 free meals with free shipping.
And HelloFresh, and America's #1 meal kit. I love honey. Today's episode is sponsored by Honey. We all shop online. We've all seen that promo code field taunt us at the checkout. Thanks to Honey, manually searching for the coupon codes is a thing of the past. That's me. I see it. I cannot bear to hit checkout knowing that there might be a code floating out there. I go on a hard target wide net internet search. Everything comes back unusable. Okay? When I found out about Honey, I literally thought they made this app for me. I installed it on my browser and on my phone, and it paid dividends. Did I tell you this? I ordered a bouquet of flowers the other day. $30 off. Yeah. Not making that up. Swear to G.
Honey pops up almost, you get the little plug-in or the browser extension rather, and it sources the internet for these promo codes. It pops up every time I'm checking out, and it supports over 30,000 stores online. So you have nothing to lose, really. I don't get why you wouldn't do this.
It's free, yeah, and it's
free.
Peace of mind. You know that you're not losing out.
Yeah.
I don't want that FOMO.
Yeah, so when you check out, this Honey button drops down, you click apply coupons, you wait a few seconds, and you'll find out if they got anything that works for the site. It's great.
Scroll that pimpy for me. If you don't already have Honey, you could be straight up missing out on free savings. It's literally free. It installs in a few seconds. By getting it, you're doing yourself a solid and supporting this podcast. Get Honey for free and at joinhoney.com/tastebuds. That is joinhoney.com/tastebuds.
By the way, I got a text from our friend. 2 days after that podcast posted, he posts a thing online. What's he doing in the story? Drinking. What's he drinking? A margarita. Double hypocrite. Sends me the story. He goes, after all his bullshit. Look
Yeah, I'm not going to balk up this tree again. I don't know what to tell you. I'm
not trying to open a can. It's just funny. It was so funny and so relevant.
But look at you. He's like, why would I want to go to the parade? I'm like, it's the biggest Halloween parade in the country. About 1 million people come to watch it. Everyone's partying. The vibe is fierce. People are watching from their terraces, their roofs. So there's a party in every apartment going on. Every single business is going buck wild. The bars are spilling out. Again, usually I don't like that tight quarters and mayhem and stuff like that. But it's different, especially because you're allowed to march in it.
So then
and you just get online and you go. And then you should go with a big group and people are, and then there's tons of music, street performers, dancers, people in costumes, people on stilts. There's crazy floats going by. The energy is wild. And
I'm not saying
it's like no other night. And we usually will get bags of candy. So as we march through the parade, we throw candy into the crowd and everyone's screaming.
Which, by the way, you described. Yesterday you wrote, and we throw, dead serious, we throw treats out to the crowd.
Yeah. Well, we don't throw tricks.
But you called them treats.
Yeah, it's Halloween.
It was funny. It was funny.
Trick or treat.
But here's the thing. I understand. You understand where Jay and my perspective on this is. Jay and my perspective on this is after years and years and years of being down at the Comedy Cellar which is in the heart of where that is, on the night of that parade, it has never been enjoyable. It has been Bourbon Street times 25.
I understand what you're saying.
So if you can convince me otherwise,
no.
and if we don't open the bar that weekend, I'll be there.
I shall convince you. I don't really go off the outskirts into the shit show. But I'm in the parade, man. In the parade, you got all of 6th Avenue to yourself. You're just walking. There, the shit show's out there. You're throwing treats. And, you know, you got a little, like, water bottle full of nice, chilled, whatever you have.
Well, you don't.
And you're waving, and you're throwing stuff, and you're taking photos of people. And, like, you know, people call you over if you're in a good costume. And it's just, it's a real New York thing.
I think it's the best event in the city every year.
Yeah, and he's never been. He's shitting on it. You know, 8-9 years I did that parade with people. We looked forward to it every single year. We all wore the same costume. That's the. I think I'm leaving out. So you're leaving out some stuff. The point is to get into a costume, everyone the same, because a lot of people do it, and so you know you can find your group right away, and then you're a roving gang of. You're a roving gang of chickens. Like we threw chicken nuggets when we were bunnies. We threw carrots.
I hate the matching
But
costumes.
you have to be
so
anonymous.
much. I know.
Yeah, so your face isn't covered.
I never like covering my face at Halloween. I'm a paint guy or a eye mask kind of guy.
What were your big Halloween? You're the guy that comes. You come either your face is done in paint with some crazy prosthetic that you tried to pull off something horror, or you're the guy that just comes in like a striped shirt and like I'm a referee.
My big costume for years was I always went with my staple was Clark Kent turning into Superman.
There you go. That's lame ass bullshit,
No, it's
bro.
not.
Yes, it is, and you did it all the time.
Yeah.
How unoriginal. It's not lame ass bullshit. That's your costume every year. Part of the fun.
Love it. You get to wear a suit.
Part of the fun of Halloween every year is being like, what is, you have a blank canvas. What am I going to do this year?
I don't like being burdened down by a big costume. I don't like if there's any if there's anything where
What do you mean a big costume?
if there's any struggle to go to the bathroom, I'm going to be pissed off. If there's anything where I can't just like freely eat or drink and I'm sweating because I run really hot too. Is the other thing.
we make sure
Which is
that
why I don't like a mask.
We make sure that we try to get stuff where you're not sweating. We learned our lessons, and also you always have a hole here for the food and drink.
Okay.
Yeah,
Look, as I said,
you could pull it up for a second, get some air, and pull
I'll
it
tell you
back
this
down.
right now. I'll tell you this right now, and I said it on a text thread. If I don't open the bar that weekend, I'll be there. Why? I'm lonely. I have nowhere to go.
You should just come as
I have nowhere to
you
go.
should come as
What
you.
am I going to sit home alone?
You should come as you in your apartment. You come in that Ice Cube T-shirt with Tighty Whities on, and
It
just
won't match.
Just wave.
It won't match. Won't match. The matching part I hate.
What?
The matching costumes I hate.
Well, we'll all go as that then.
You guys all match, and then I'll know where you all are. And don't worry about me. You'll be able to see me because I won't have a mask on. All right, last battle. This is the big one. One other thing that you like about this, if I may say so, I don't think I'm blowing up your spot. You like the anonymity of it all.
Yes.
Because you can be out in a big crowd of people
Yes.
and go anonymous and,
Yeah.
and just, right? Which I get because I've been out with you many, many, many times in many different places. And you are very frequently recognized, and and you're always very gracious, but I'm sure it gets tiring. However, on the text thread last night, are you ready for this?
I'm excited.
Don't lie, because I'll pull it up.
No, I'm not lying.
All right.
No. This is not against you.
Okay.
Sal says, I get to be anonymous. Fun night for me.
I know
was
you're
like,
gonna
okay.
say. I know you're gonna
Ari
say.
Shafir tells me and Jay Okerson to die because we said we didn't want to go, right? Just go die, whatever. And then he goes, it's a fun night. It's a parade. It's drinking. It's partying. Sal gets to be anonymous. I get to be anonymous. This lunatic thinks he could possibly need to be anonymous. It was the most insane thing I've ever seen a human being say. Can you believe that he could...
Was he joking?
I don't know. Nobody backed me up when I trashed him about it. I trashed him around the thread. Yeah, of course I did. Nobody backed me up.
Classic DeRosa. I love it.
All right. NSYNC versus New
I was
Kids.
gonna find it and see what you said. All right, so someone said, are we doing this Halloween parade thing or not? They texted examples of what we could do. Don't say anything because I don't want people to know who we are. And then you left a whole. Let's see. Hold on.
Sorry.
All right. You left a voice memo saying that it sounds terrible. Jay's like, I'm with you. It sounds like a nightmare. You said, can't we just paint our faces and go get boozed up and can't we go get cocked on booze and reefer in the park? Jay said, I did a parade once. My takeaway, super hot and freezing cold, long, tiresome, and boring with zero reward. Convince me otherwise. Jay and I are about to trash this on the air when we return from break. We're live on Sirius if you want to tune in. I said it's actually great. I organized it for many years straight. If it's not your thing, it's not your thing. We just get, good and buzz and we march in the parade and throw treats at the crowd. Also, the parade's insane. There's crazy floats and costumes and huge mechanical things, etc. 1 million people watch all along 6th Ave from spring all the way up. You can leave at any point. If you did the whole thing, it only takes a couple hours. All the bars are jamming. Everyone's drinking outdoors. No one cares, etc. I use etc. a lot. I really like it. It's fun mayhem. It's fun mayhem. It's the only parade you're allowed to just flat out join. But I get what you're saying. If it's not for you, I even said that.
I know. We still made fun of you, though.
We did a bar crawl last year, and it was fun and nice. So Ari's chiming in, and you kept prompting him. Ari, are you pro or against?
Because I didn't understand what he was trying to say, and so I said, "Are you pro or against parade?" And then he said, "Parade."
I said, in my experience, I've lucked out with mild weather most times. As long as it's not raining, it's fine, and it's just a wild sight to see and be a part of. But it definitely takes some effort. I said that to you. Mm-hmm. He said he's for. He said costumes are fun. Sal never gets to be anonymous. The weather's usually beautiful. I get to be anonymous. Booze.
That's not a joke. There's no joke around that. He's really saying he gets to be anonymous.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. It's awful to really enjoy everything New York has to offer, you idiots. Right. Which, I get that. You don't... Yeah,
says the guy that moves to Venezuela every winter for 9 months. Yeah, Ari, tell us about what New York has to offer.
He says, go die already, because that's what you want. That made me laugh.
Yeah, it was funny.
All right.
You're supposed to read my response to Ari.
I love how Ari clumped himself in with Sal as, quote-unquote, needing to be anonymous.
And only Christine Evans laughed at that tweet.
Also, guys, I don't know if you saw it in the recent episodes of Taste Buds, but Sal no longer likes to drink, so this will be a sober stroll.
Then I made a joke about, I go, hey, gang, there's a great bus tour where we can go see the sights in New York. It even stops at the Statue of Liberty. Let's go enjoy New York. He responds with 2 more paragraph texts about how he likes to go on bus tours.
It's a magical city.
I know.
I love this city. It's my favorite place on earth.
I love going on bus tours. I do it every time I go to a new city because it's the easiest way. It's like $20. It's a day-long pass. You're sitting on a 15 feet in the air and you're just chilling. You can get off and on however much you want. So recently I was like, why don't I, because whenever I go to a new city, I hit the ground running. I'm like, tell me where the best museum is. Tell me where the best freaking, taco place is. Tell me where the best this is. And I go and I hop on the thing and I always enjoy it. You get off at any time. It's good for, and I'm like, they have these home. I got to start treating New York every once in a while like I'm here visiting. I don't want to take it for granted because this has everything everybody else has and more.
Yeah.
And I just said, I made a pact to myself, I told you recently, that I want to start exploring more of the deeper cuts of what New York has to offer for me.
You know what? I'm going to say it on air. And this is for the record.
Oh, no.
No. This is for the record. You convinced me. I'd like to do the parade.
Wow. Wow.
You convinced me.
Wow.
So if we're not opening, I'll be there. Not out of loneliness. I'll be there because I want to.
Okay. Well, I think you're going to enjoy yourself. I got news for you.
All right, let's go. Last battle. Battle of the boy bands.
Oh, boy. No disrespect to NKOTB.
And no disrespect to Joey Fatoneses, because I know him a little bit because you're friends with him.
Sure, yeah.
And he's a very nice man.
Yeah. Before I liked Fatone, though, before I knew Fatone, I would still say that NSYNC has got to be. Oh, we forgot about the latest and greatest band to tackle that was One Direction.
One Direction. I got to
Boys
tell
to
you,
Men.
a lot
of K-pop.
To Men. I forgot about Boys to Men.
You wish you could have done but I don't consider them a boy band either. Those are adult men singing R&B.
There is a strange maturity about New Edition and
Boys to Men did not feel like a boy band. They felt like R&B artists. They felt a little older. I don't know.
I mean, I would describe it as hip hop R&B smoothed out on. What was Bell Biv's thing? Smooth out on an R&B tip.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. Listen.
By the way, I just sang. Well, that was Belle Biv DeVoe.
So, and whose suggestion was it?
It was yours.
Thank you. At the Comedy Jam. Killed.
All right, so I want to know. You took New Kids. You were contemplating whether you would take Backstreet. We didn't think of One Direction.
I don't know any of One Direction. I know very little of Backstreet. I said New Kids because New Kids are, when it comes to boy bands, they are the GOATs.
Yeah, well, they are. I think as far as we were concerned, they were the ones that helped coin the phrase boy band, maybe.
We
They
were
just
saying, the
seemed
term
like-
seemed to be when it came into
Prior to them,
yeah.
I mean, there was Menudo, New Edition, but I don't label them as the 5 guys marketed to the teens and the girls and that sing all these poppy.
No. I feel like we were talking about it earlier on this episode. I was saying that I felt like New Edition and Menudo were a lot more similar to like the Jackson 5. It was
Right.
young guys, but they weren't. It wasn't like
Well, Menudo, I think, is certainly a boy band, but I'm not sure. But basically, what this is saying is
the
that
Beatles are considered the first boy band according to this, and they stink. So then come the Osmonds. Okay, the Monkees are considered a boy band. I'm a fan of the Monkees.
I think that like
The Monkees are good.
You
know
said
what?
I'm a fan of the Monkees. The Beatles stink.
Beatles stink. They bug me. I don't know what to tell you. They bug. I can't get over it.
I
They
agree
bug
with
me.
you. I agree.
I like the
says that
Jackson 5.
boy bands were a lineage from doo-wop, which I love doo-wop.
Listen, I'm gonna sum up my argument in one phrase.
Here's the thing, real quick though. We did wonder because you did choose New Kids on the Block because they have the cachet of being really who we believe to be the godfathers of the boy band as
Right.
we know it today in a way.
Yeah.
And so they're heavy hitters in that regard.
I don't think the term boy band existed until then.
Right. So my question to you is though, will a lot of our listeners know? Well, anyone our age is going to love them. But anyone like a lot younger might not really even know.
We were talking about this earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
NSYNC at least was a good what? NSYNC was a good
NSYNC,
a full decade or more after a
I
decade.
got news for you. NSYNC is 20 plus years ago at
I know,
this point,
I
which is
know.
crazy. But I'm going to sum up my argument in one phrase as
Yeah.
to why New Kids are going to win. Ready?
Yeah.
Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh.
The Right Stuff.
I think NSYNC's got a ton of great stuff. They got nothing that's that.
Were you talking about the song or the choreography?
The choreography and
All right, well, let me tell you something right now.
I know I didn't do it well.
Without a doubt, though. Without a doubt. Someone make a gift for that. Without a doubt, that was the worst dancing and choreography I've ever
That's fine,
seen.
but the point
and
is
even in relation to what the dance was supposed to be.
That's fine, but here's the point. Even with as bad as I sang it and as bad as I danced it, you still knew exactly what I was talking about. There is not a signature NSYNC dance, and there's not a signature NSYNC.
Dude, Bye 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 is the biggest signature boy band dance of all time.
What's the dance?
Bye 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 Bye. People do their dance when they do karaoke. Everyone knows the Bye 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 dance. It's as popular as the Right Stuff dance.
All right.
You're talking out of your hole, all right? NSYNC to date the back. Oh, I wouldn't have known that at all. I would have bet against that.
What?
To date, the Backstreet Boys remain the most popular boy band of all time in terms of sales. One Direction also broke numerous records during their 6-year run. Okay. I thought NSYNC had them by far.
I did
But you
too.
didn't take Backstreet Boys. You took New Kids
But
on
I
the Block.
thought New Kids would have been the all-time greatest selling.
Yeah, I don't know. I
How
really
about
don't
this?
know.
Hanging Tove.
Are you talking
Hanging
of? We're
Tough.
rough. I know. I saw New Kids on the Block in concert. I saw them at the MTV concert at the Nassau Coliseum, and on the bill, headlining with them was Paula Abdul, Milli Vanilli.
And also, New Kids have spawned many more actors than NSYNC did.
Joey McIntyre is an actor.
Joey McIntyre.
Who else?
Donnie Walls. what are we
of course,
talking about
Of course,
here?
Donnie. Yeah.
All right? Now, I've seen Fatone.
Oh yeah.
God bless. Pop up in a thing here and there. But Timberlake is the full-time actor out of NSYNC, right?
They haven't spawned more.
You know?
No, you're just saying stuff. I want to tell you
No,
about
I
NSYNC.
am. I'm saying McIntyre and Walls are like pretty steady actors.
I mean, Justin Timberlake is an A-list, hands down, Emmy-nominated A-list actor. So I mean, he's literally as big as it gets.
Right. But I'm saying you got a Donnie. Donnie works.
You throw me a Donnie and
I know Joey could do more acting, but he does.
I
other
can't believe that
stuff.
I went to Joey as an actor before Donnie because Donnie's in like a lot of
That's
shows.
what I'm saying.
But dude, NSYNC though is I think they sang better than everybody else. I think they had better voice and harmonies than everybody else in this category, at least. I mean, shout out One Direction, shout out Backstreet Boys, shout out New Kids on the Block. God bless
Shout out
you
New
all.
Edition.
I don't think anybody harmonized like NSYNC.
You're gonna give New NSYNC over New Edition, or you're
I
just
don't
saying
consider New Edition a boy band because I was young when they came out, and I don't think they were marketed the same
But you're
exact
saying
way.
you're saying
I love New
You're
Edition.
saying from our time period. I got you. Like late '80s.
But all I'm telling you is, I think that NSYNC had the best pipes, the best harmonies. I think they had the best songs. I think their songs stand up more of the test of time. They have more like dancey songs. Backstreet, yes, but Backstreet is more to me like.
But we're not
it's-
back. We're not talking Backstreet. We're talking
and New Kids too. New
But
Kids doesn't even. They don't even play their songs right now.
But dude, they were still playing New Kids 20 years after New Kids.
But right now,
and we're much too early on to say if NSYNC has truly stood the test of time. We're still in that 20.
I fully disagree,
We're
bro.
still in that 20.
They have like at least a dozen crazy
New Kids is
smash
doing a
hits.
2022 stadium tour, for God's sakes. I mean, that's crazy.
Here's the thing. New Kids right now, we're removed from New Kids by what, 30 plus years, right? You don't hear their music.
They probably stopped in 91, so about 30 years.
Okay, so you don't hear their music on the radio. So NSYNC started.
I don't think. Hold on. I don't think that's fair. I definitely think you will hear NSYNC on a more. I think you're giving too much credit to NSYNC because of the amount of airplay Justin Timberlake still gets. I think you might still hear "Bye Bye Bye" somewhere. The only NSYNC related songs I hear randomly on the radio. Now, granted, neither of us are listening to the radio. Is Timberlake "Cry Me a River" is the one I hear that pops up.
No. I also can factually say.
So you listen to an 80s station, you're hearing the New Kids.
I don't know. I could also.
Yes,
I
yeah.
also factually say that NSYNC is definitely, without a doubt, has the best choreography and dancing of those groups too. The other guys did much more simplistic. If you watch New Kids, they really. If you watch NSYNC, they really got in there.
There would be no NSYNC choreography without New Kids.
You guys are out of
choreography.
time.
Fair trade.
All right, that's it.
I have more to say.
No, it doesn't matter. That's not how this works. That's time.
All right.
Good fight.
You know how hard it is to sing and do choreography at the same time? Not a lot of people do it.
See what he does? He just ignores the
I just want to
rules.
say that I think they sang the best and danced the best and did both of them the best. And I think that is the true measure
Sal,
of a boy band.
Respect the rules. It's over. You only hurt yourself when you break the rules. All right.
Where are we at on the clock?
We're at an hour.
All right.
Oh,
let's
boy.
just go to the polls. We won't do winning tweets for these lightning ones.
No, people like them. Let's do a little bit, like 2 or 3. They complained
All right.
when we didn't do it last time.
All right. Well, but we I don't think we did it for the last lightning round. All right. Well, let's just do it for you. Please keep mints in their car. People put gum at the bottom of a bus seat. All right. Very funny. Gum because you can't walk around with mints without sounding like you have a damn maraca in your pocket. I like both of those already.
I do too.
And finally, listening to someone chew a mint has never ended up with the judge saying 25 to life. All right. That's
That's really
wins.
funny.
That wins, yeah. Follow at Jonay Tracy, JONNAYTRACY. Good work. And I hope I said your name correctly. Let's see who won this first round.
Gum's going to kill me.
70 to 30.
10,000 votes, too. Oh, man.
All right, Pimpy.
70-30 is big, bro.
That's huge.
That's big.
It's a drubbing. All right. We are into Boxers Briefs. This one is where we at. Boxers ride up all the damn time while Briefs stay put and are more comfortable. I'm Team Briefs, but I have to give it up to Boxers for hiding tiny wieners. Very good.
All right. Well, let's yeah, okay. I was going to say let's go down a little bit because a lot of times the algorithm will put the same people up top.
Yeah, I got you.
Sure. As someone who's tried as someone who's tried both, the briefs just don't give the boys enough room to breathe. The right boxes that aren't too loose are the perfect mix of both and keep everything in place. Also, I just have a feeling Joe picks briefs because he has no need to care about ballroom.
All right. To keep this podcast gender neutral, expect the next poll to be thongs versus cheekies. All right, here's our winner. You smell like Joe DeRosa if you pick briefs. Is that the win? No?
I don't know. Maybe. Whatever you like, babe.
What do you like?
I'm going to assume briefs is Tighty Whities because he didn't put boxer briefs. So have to go with boxes.
All right. Like boxer briefs or like the shit
Oh,
my
I should've
grandpa wears, whitey righties, because those are mad gross. All right.
Oh, shit.
That's
A
our
lot
win.
of people are going to think it's boxers versus boxer briefs.
That's fine. Who cares? That's fine.
No, they
follow,
need to know I should have put boxers versus tighties.
It's okay. Follow
It's not if I lose.
briefs, but briefs are brief. All right. Follow at 5, the number 5, IVE308. Good work. They are a winner for this one. All right, let's see what we got here. Who won?
11,000. Woo! Nice, baby.
Nice one.
60.8 boxers. We're going to get the humble pie graphics in here. 70-30 on the gum mints. 60.8 to 39.2 in favor of boxers. We're at a dead heat today. 1 versus 1.
All
and
right.
this is the big
Last
one.
poll. And this is the big one, folks. This is the big one. NKOTB. They got boy bands going. If you choose New Kids on the Block, you must have spent a little less.
God must have spent a little less time on you. And that is a song. That's lyrics to
Okay.
a song.
How would you know it's going to be May without NSYNC? What's that mean?
I love it. It's gonna be me. But he says, it's gonna be me.
Okay. Got it.
Joe is going to lose because I want it that way.
Hold on.
That's-
Please, the winning tweet is the picture of Sal holding a gun, and it just says Backstreet Boys. That's the winning tweet. That's amazing. Yeah, follow _big_salad. And let's take it to the, NSYNC. But
Ooh.
Oh my God.
Look, I will
Holy
say though that
Jesus.
has something to do with the time that has passed, and
Yes.
and the people voting that are not up on New Kids on the Block. I do think they are the godfathers. 80.4% humble pie. 80.4%, 19.6% to the New Kids. These were big margin
Yeah.
ones. We had a margin of 70, a margin of just about 70, right? 70 and 2 70s and an 80.
wow.
Wow, that might be.
This is the worst one, I think.
Is that the biggest margin ever?
No. There was one that was like 86 versus.
Really?
I think.
You
Or
guys,
like-
do you guys recall if there was a bigger margin
I think there was
Then-
one like 83.
than
There
80.4
was one
to
that tipped-
19.6?
Didn't something tip 80?
I think you should have took Backstreet there. I really do.
That's fine. I went with my heart. I'm not in this game.
I want to know who would win. We
not-
should revisit it. We should revisit it. We'll just throw it in as
You got to go with
as
your
a
heart.
what do you call it? What do you call it? A scrimmage.
You got to go with your
It
heart.
won't count.
You know, it'd be great if we get your friend that was in sync on the couch.
How about this? I can get someone from New. Oh, I don't know. Oh no. I wonder if I can get an NSYNC and a Backstreet on the couch.
A Backstreet?
Yeah.
talking.
Yeah.
You know a Backstreet?
Well, I know people who know a Backstreet, including my NSYNC.
We could definitely get an NSYNC.
I know a New Kid too.
Let's get an NSYNC and a New Kid.
Yeah.
Why do I got to switch to Backstreet based on your friends? If you know a New Kid, let's get a New Kid.
get a
Obviously
new
better
kid.
battle.
Huh?
It's obviously a better battle.
Well, because they were out at the exact same time. They were neck and neck. Look, you chose New Kids on the Block, bro.
Yeah.
And again, I think that if we had this conversation in a more timely fashion, they would be right up there. But NSYNC has been more relevant than them for quite some time. You had to go Backstreet, and I really don't know who would have won there. That's a heater.
All right.
Well, I come out 2-1 today.
Yeah.
Check me out in Durham, North Carolina, October 29th at the Deepak Center. Tickets are on sale right
No
now.
regard for the
Co-headline with
rules.
Chris DiStefano.
Just no regard for the rules.
At Sal Vulcano.
Oh, that's right. No, that is this. You are. I'm sorry. You're doing it right.
What
You
rules?
guys didn't hold each other. Well, I need to see that.
Oh my
Can
God.
we do
Just
it
do
at
it right now. Just
Now?
Pimp, cut it in. No matter what happens, I love you. No matter what happens, I love you. I love you. Okay,
start over.
No matter what happens, I love you.
Wait. Why are you looking at me wide-eyed?
I don't know.
Okay,
Could you
ready,
look
go.
at me? No matter what happens, I love you. No matter what happens, I love you. No matter what happens, I love you.
You know what? It worked, though. The last 2 episodes, we didn't even shout.
I know.
Wow.
It was good. It was healthy.
I think it's you truly working.
It's healthy.
We didn't get heated
I
at
told
all.
you it's healthy. It's healthy.
Wow.
And when it did get heated, it was like rational heated.
What was last week's battle?
Pool Beach.
No, last week's.
Pool.
It was food. It was
Pop-Tarts.
Pop-Tarts versus
English
English Muffs, and
Muffs.
you won that, right?
Yeah.
And I'm 2-1 today. So in the last 2 weeks, we're 2-2.
Yes.
We're really mixing it up.
All right, buddy.
I still love you.
I still love you.
Taste buds, they coming to the mic, talking about the food they hate, talking about the food they like. Two fools gonna fight, but only one food can be right. Taste buds, man, yeah, they coming to the mic, I'm talking taste buds.